hey there, you awesome bipeds, quadrupeds, and even the occasional dinosaurs. It is I, Little Wolf, and welcome to my den. Go ahead and come on in, but please wipe your paws before entering, and go ahead and take a seat by the fire. The cauldron is bubbling, so you can have your choice of tea, coffee, or hot chocolate. I'm having coffee at the moment since it is about 9:52 where I am and I'm recording this. I'm recording this on a Sunday, so I hopefully get all this stuff put together and figure out whether which cartoons are shown and which ones can't be, if I have to take any out and edit, so hopefully make it a little bit easier. So let's see how this works out. Oh, I hope you guys are having a good day wherever you are, and it's gonna be Monday when this goes out. So I hope this is gonna help you guys start your work week a little bit better, your school week a little bit better, whichever one. Or just take a break and just relax a little bit and breathe. Sit back, grab a beverage, grab some snacks, and let's jump into some old cartoons to help you get through your week. And if you ever feel like you need any help and you're not sure who you can talk to, you can't talk to your friends or your family, if you're in the US, please call the US suicide prevention number, which is 988. And you call them and you can talk to people there. They'll hook you up with doctors if you need that, or other things if you do need it. So please reach out to them. If you're outside of the US, let's see if I can get this from memory. You go to blog.opencounseling.com slash suicide hyphen hotlines slash, I think that's it, or they're forward slashes instead of slash. Hmm, I think that's it. Oh man. And it's just been an interesting week for me, but I hope you guys are doing good. I'm sorry I did miss about, what was it now, about 2 weeks of videos. Uh, these kind of repressed memory things are kind of knocking me on my butt every now and then. My sleep schedule is just so weird. Some nights I get 2 hours of sleep and I'm up for a long time. Other times I'm awake. Maybe a couple hours, I'll sleep for 3 hours, wake up again, go back to sleep for another three. So I get about 6 hours maybe, but it's broken up. So it's not really all that great, but it does help. And I know these cartoons help you guys, so let's go ahead and jump into our first one here. And I kind of wanted to go in chronological order with these ones, and these ones I found were from like one of my first saved lists of cartoons, so this is kind of cool. And in that one, it has like a variety of different cartoons from different years, so it was a little bit easier to kind of pick some of these. The first one here is from 1933, and it's Jack and the Beanstalk. And then we all know that kind of old story of Jack and his mother. They're broke and they want to sell the cow, and Jack winds up trading the cow for some magic beans. Mom throws him out the window. Overnight, a stalk grows up into the clouds, and Jack climbs up. And in this one, it kind of differs a little bit. I think it's the giant's wife that's at home when Jack gets up there, and uh, the wife tries to hide him, and the husband giant's like, "Oh, I smell the blood of an Englishman," the whole V5O routine. And so that happens, but Jack winds up staying hidden, and the giant, of course, calls out, "Oh, I want my hen that lays golden eggs. I want my harp that plays music for itself. I want all of that, and I bring it to the table for me." And so Jack kind of sees what's going on through all this and watches what happens when the hen lays an egg and it gets broken open and coins fall out. And so the harp is playing music, and then the giant, of course, falls asleep. Jack tries to grab the chicken and the bag of coins. The giant wakes up, and somehow the harp can fly. It's really weird. Very weird. And they get down, and it usually ends in the same way it usually ends, with the giant falling. You know, kind of like the whale in Hitchhiker's Guide. Look at the round, round, ground. I hope we can be friends. But let's go ahead and jump into this one for 1933 and find out what happens with Jack and the Beanstalk.
Tell me the tales that to me were so dear, long, long ago, long, long ago, long, long ago, long ago.
We haven't any food and we haven't got a cent.
It's weeks and weeks since we paid our rent. Now I'm hungry, I'd like a little fish.
Now look at me, I've got your dish.
I once had some hay, but I ate it all up. I ate it up nice, it was up.
Everything's gone.
What do we do now?
I've got an idea, we'll sell the cow. He's got an idea, he'll sell the cow. Sell the cow.
Sell it now.
Who, me? Oh, well, I can take it. He can take it, he can take it. Look at the pretty beans. I'll trade them for your cow.
You sold our cow for these whole green beans? Oi! Get to bed, you crazy rat, or I get mad and knock you flat.
Good night, Mother dear. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I like little boys.
harp in my hand. Play. Play.
I do like in the end of that one where it does show like the mom and them and they're kind of living kind of in the lap of luxury. The chicken is laying the eggs and the coins roll down the little coin chute like at the games where you put the coin in, it slides in and you're trying to knock down as many coins as you can to get points. Sorry. Oh my gosh. That one is definitely fun. Okay. Let's go ahead and jump ahead to 1934. So we're just going forward a year. And we all know Mary had a little lamb, right? You know, Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. Sorry. Okay, so in this one, the lamb does follow Mary to school, and Mary is kind of exasperated because for some reason it's against the rules for a lamb to follow you to school. I don't know why. I can see other pets, you know, maybe having dogs that follow you around or whatever. That would be a bother. Having pigs or something like that, you know, farm animals. Somebody has a goat follow them to school. That would definitely be interesting day at school. All of the paper would definitely be eaten. But it's also the last day of school, if I remember right, from the cartoon. I did watch this a little beforehand to see what happens and to kind of gauge the craziness of it. And it's a little bit tamer compared to some of the other ones on my channel. But the teacher decides they're going to have a talent show, and before each of the kids come up, the lamb kind of trots out and does a little, I'm here, and it's a little cute thing, and everybody kind of laughs, and the teacher is very rude and kind of boots the lamb out of the place and waits and listens for it to hit something, and then goes on with the next part of the talent show. And at the end of it, it winds up being the teacher that wants to do a dance for some reason. And while the teacher is dancing around, you'll see the lamb kind of scoot in on the side. You know, if we're looking at it, it would be sneaking in from the left side stage, or at least, you know, from their angle. And the teacher gets annoyed, lamb dances out, and it's just such a weird, interesting take on Mary Had a Little Lamb, because you kind of get it from partially the lamb's point of view a little bit, so it is kind of fun. So let's kind of jump into the last day of school and see what happens with Mary and her little lamb, or Mary's little lamb, as it's called.
Now Mary had a little lamb, whose fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rule. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school.
Just look at me and you can see, tra-la-la-la-la. I'm just as happy as can be, tra-la-la-la-la. Now I'll bet that you'd be too, if you were me and only knew. One more day and school is through, tra-la-la-la-la. Now you go home, you naughty lamb. Come now, beat it. Hurry, scram. I don't like to be so cruel, but you silly little fool. Sheep are not allowed in school.
Dear children, good morning to you. Good morning, dear children, good morning to you. To you, to you, to you, and to you.
Good morning, dear teacher. Good morning to you. Good morning, dear teacher. Good morning to you. To you, to you, to you, and to you. Hiya, teacher.
Now, boys and girls, this being the last day of school, we are going to have a little entertainment. First, we will have little Elmer. Little Elmer will sing a soprano solo.
Now Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
And now we will have little Percy. lucky people. I will do my job.
Okay, with that cartoon out of the way, we are jumping into our last one. And this one too was from 1934, and I saw this one under two different titles. The one that I do see it with is the Valiant Tailor. But then when I looked up to try and find a synopsis for it, just so I can have it there, it says it's also the King's Tailor. And most of you do know this one. It's like the story, there's a giant and there's a tailor that's kind of working on things, kind of swats his ruler at flies and catches 7 flies with one blow, and then yells out the window, "I killed 7 with one blow." You know that one? But in this one, it's a little bit different. The giant's already kind of running around and is kind of tormenting the king and kind of bites the king's britches, I'm guessing is the better way to put it, and puts a hole in his britches. So the king has to go to the tailor fixes him up. The king is walking around doing kind of royally king things, I guess, that they would count. He's smoking a cigar, blowing smoke all over different places and things like that. And the tailor finally fixes the king's pants, and at the same time the tailor has a little jar of honey, and he's dipping his finger in, eating the honey, and it's making him happy and hyper and just kind of jolly, and he's a very cute little tailor too. But there's a thing of bees up in the corner, and in this one they think that the bees are attracted to the honey, so it just goes with that motif of it. And so the bees kind of attack that, and somehow, oops, sorry, that was my thumb hitting my mic. Okay, sorry about that, but then the bees somehow get into the britches of the king's pants, and the king is running around outside. The giant does show up again and is trying to go after the king, somehow swirls him around in a lake. It's kind of an interesting thing to see. Kind of does that, when you're trying to empty a drain for like a sink and you kind of swirl your hand around in it for a moment and it creates a tornado suction. Does that somehow. It's very kind of nifty and kind of cool. The animation for it's fun, but it's just a different take on the Valiant Tailor. I'm more used to the old Mickey Mouse one, if you know what I'm talking about. I remember seeing that one a lot on different cartoon collections from back in the day on tape. So let's go ahead and jump into this one and see what happens with the King's Tailor or the Valiant Tailor. And sadly, with that cartoon out of the way, the time in the den is going to be coming to an end. I hope you guys did enjoy these little collections of cartoons. I know it was only 3 of them this time, and that's originally how I started doing these, and I kind of want to go back to that. It'll make the videos just a little bit shorter, and it might save some cartoons for later on. One of them did become public domain this year that I cannot wait for Halloween for. It's the Skeleton Folly Dance from the Silly Symphonies. Oh my gosh, that is definitely one of my favorite old cartoons. I love all of the old Silly Symphony ones, so when those really do become public domain and I can show them, I am definitely going to. And I'm saving that one for like the Halloween time. It is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait. Oh, I hope you guys did enjoy this. I had so much fun watching these and seeing what was going to happen. I can't wait for you guys to watch these with me in the den. I hope you guys do enjoy them. I hope you guys did have a good beverage while you were watching this. I hope you were able to breathe and relax and take a break from life. That's what we need to do now, especially in all of these weird, stressful times we're having all over the world. Everything is just going crazy. The weather is going crazy. Sicknesses are going all around. All of it is going crazy. Things are getting higher in price and everything else. So let's just try and take a break and relax. I hope I was able to help you do that. Oh, I love you guys so much, and thank you all so much for all of the support. 361. Yes, we are now there. I know it's a weird thing to be excited about. My little corner of the internet's getting just a little bit bigger. My pack is getting a little bit bigger, and I love you guys so much, and thank you for all of it. Oh, and if you want to help out even more, remember, if you're out and about, try and mask up if you can. It'll keep you and your family safe. It'll keep strangers safe. If you get a cold, it'll keep other people from getting your cold. You know, things like that. And also, if you haven't done it yet, go out and get your vaccination or your booster shots. We have a bunch of different flus going around, so it'll definitely help with those. They don't help you not get sick. What they do is they help you, it makes it easier to get through. Your body knows what to fight. So that's what it does. It'll help your body know what to look for and it'll know what to do when it gets there. So go ahead and do that. And also, if you can, still like go out into the dollar store where I get my Mega Blocks, and I go into the other stores and I just see people almost elbow to elbow, cart to cart sometimes, and it definitely makes me not want to go into stores. You can ask Darcy. I really do get apprehensive about going into certain stores, especially like if it's a busy one, like a certain store with groceries that's an outlet. Going in there, it's very busy almost all the time, so it takes a lot for me to want to go in there. And having my old phone as my entertainment phone helps. I can watch cartoons in there and get ideas for videos and things like that, so that definitely helps. So I know videos help me, so I hope they help you. Man, I just went on a weird tangent. I am so sorry. Uh, but doing all of that kind of stuff there, we do have a little one here in the den that we can hashtag protect the lioness. And thank you again for all of your support. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and share this out to a friend of yours who might like old cartoons. Oh, it's just so much fun to be able to give people a break and to help people laugh, to help people smile. Hopefully this mic is working good. I do have some other games I'm working on in the future. No, King, they're not going to be Granny 1. It might be Granny 5. I just started playing that one and I'm kind of into it. You never know. I gotta get better at it. There's 2 acts in that one. I'm still working on all the parts for Act 1 of it. It's definitely fun, gonna be interesting, and a whole bunch of other different games that I want to show you guys that help me get through my times. It's gonna be interesting, and I hope this microphone helps. The grocery store game, I'm gonna do another one on, and they added a thing where you can change out the music. That's really cool, and it's gonna be fun to play with. Just so much to do, so many different ideas. I have a whole file full of movies that I can pair together and maybe do different things with. So many ideas. But I gotta get them out, and I'm thinking of scripting out the movie ones. I think that'll help me out a little bit better, I hope. And I hope it'll help entertain you guys just a little bit more. I love doing this so much. It's so much fun to be able to jump up here and share the cartoons with you. I love you bipeds, quadrupeds, and even the occasional dinosaurs so much. So until next time, Wolf out.